Havern. It's another wonderful Friday night here in our hometown, and kicking off what we call summer, which is going down to -3 over tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to get a bit of snow on Sunday, Monday, but summer is here in Alberta.
Yeah, and to kick off summer, we are actually going to do some beer reviews, and surprisingly enough, we have some nice cold Coronas. Is that cold? No, that's the.
No, that's the old one. This is the new one. We're gonna do 2 Coronas. The reason why is, this is fresh out of the store. You know, it's not as cold as we would like it, but it is still fresh. This, on the other hand, has been in Ryan's fridge for about 4 years.
Yeah, came from one of my sister's parties, probably back. She thinks back in her grade 11 or grade 12 year.
Oh, so that's way more than 4 years. That's like 6 or 7 years. Oh boy, we might die tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But so we're gonna do Corona for you because we haven't done a Corona yet. It's of course made in Mexico, 330 mils, imported, 4.6%. Everybody knows what Corona is, I guess. Fun fact: my girlfriend's going to Mexico tomorrow for a missions trip. Shout out to them, since we're doing a Mexican beer.
And before we do these, I actually wanted to let you guys know, because I did some research into this, and it says beer doesn't really go bad. It just kind of gets a bad taste, or just doesn't get better, which we hoped. And yeah, people said that for reviews of if Corona goes bad, they said it really only gets a bad taste or goes skunky. But other than that, and that's the thing, I don't know if I want Corona to be my first skunky beer I have.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know. I like Corona usually. I don't think I'm gonna like the skunky beer, but we'll try it. We'll do the first. No, you got the wrong one.
No, this is the cold one.
Yeah, that one's.
No, we got to do this one first so we know.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I guess.
Unless you want to do that one, and I'll do this one, and then we switch.
Maybe that'll be more interesting, just because we'll get different reactions. So he's gonna do the skunky beer, the older beer, 7-year-old beer first.
And we're gonna use our handy dandy bottle openers.
Very nice. How does that one smell?
It actually doesn't smell bad.
Okay. So.
And you can't smell it.
No, I can't smell it until mine smells very good, just like a Corona should smell. So.
And other thing, I've never had Corona, so I don't know how it should smell.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
this might ruin Corona for you.
It might ruin it, or it might make it good.
Okay. Well, we'll cheers, and we'll see how the difference is.
She ain't skunky.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Because I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah,
probably can't tell on the camera, but there is a little bit of a difference in color. Not too much, though, eh? Actually, on camera it doesn't look like that much. But there is a little bit of color difference. This is a little bit darker. But, of course, I like Corona. Usually you put either lime juice or a lime wedge in there, and it makes it a lot better. But it is a very smooth taste. Very good.
Yeah, so far this hasn't wrecked Corona for me.
Okay. Well,
but to me, Corona feels like it's watered down.
It is a little watered down. Maybe a little watered down. Yeah, it's definitely it's only a 4.6, so it's not a 5 or, it's not. I guess it could be considered a light beer.
Yeah.
Because Bud Light's 5 at 4.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
it's a light beer.
Yeah,
for
so
Canada.
It is a light beer, but yeah, for Canada. But yeah, I Corona is one of my favorites. Especially when you're in the backyard with your family and you just want to have a beer.
Yeah.
Socializing beer, this is what I would choose. So
the thing is, a lot of beers that we've done on here kind of sound like socializing beers.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is very true. So the skunky one isn't as skunky as we hoped, eh?
No.
No, that we hoped that it was skunky, but.
But now that's the thing. These two different bottles could be.
So he's never tasted Corona before. So if he doesn't think it's skunky, it doesn't necessarily mean that I think it will be skunky. So we are now going to switch. He will do the new Corona, and I'm going to do the old. 7-year-old Corona. The smell is gone. Yeah, now that we have both of them.
There's no smell in the new one.
Well, I think there's no... I don't smell anything in the old one.
Smell this then.
I don't smell too much. It does smell a little skunky, but I don't know. I don't think there's as much smell in this as the new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. So, new, old, cheers.
So much better.
Yeah, like this, it's not bad actually.
No.
It almost reminds me of like, you know, like one of your cheaper beers.
Yeah, exactly.
So honestly, it's actually not that bad.
No.
If you had to settle for it, you know, it'd be an alright beer.
Yeah.
But obviously the new one
Yeah.
is so much better, right?
There's an actual taste difference.
Yeah, oh for sure. Like this one, you know, it almost tastes like a boxer or something
Mhm.
like that, you know. It's very interesting. So if you want Corona to taste like boxer, put it in the fridge for 7 years, and you will basically have it. And you're right, it is kind of pretty watered down. It's been in the fridge for 7 years, so
Yeah.
I
And
guess we can.
I think it was transferred from one fridge to maybe the back of a car trunk for a couple of weeks, and then into another fridge. So
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised it's
Going back to the new beer, to the new Corona. Wow, much better, so much better, eh? So what'd you think of your Corona overall?
I'd give both of them 2 thumbs up, actually.
I think so too.
And to make it a little bit more fun, I'm going to say 4 out of 5 bottle caps.
Mm.
That's what I was
Very
thinking.
good.
We need our own grading system, not 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, that's true.
Like-
Well, a lot of the time we've been just saying, when we got started, it was like, oh, it's a pretty good beer. Yeah, it's okay. It sucks or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we used to do like the 2 thumbs up or a 1.5 or whatever. That's grading system's a little weird, so we're gonna switch it up. We started doing the beer reviews at the Edmonton Beer Festival, and
we can do those too.
yeah, we can do
On
those
a separate one.
Yeah, we'll do those
Yeah.
at some point tonight too. But when we were there, we gave reviews out of 5, and yeah, bottle caps just worked out perfectly.
Yeah. So now, which one
Well,
do we want to try and conquer?
it's up to you. Let's try the Roughneck,
All right.
because this could be interesting.
So this is Roughneck. It's from the Roughneck Brewing. It's a Driller's Ale.
It's brewed in small batches. I've never seen that before. It's unpasteurized, so it's been in the fridge, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Does unpasteurized mean even if it's in the fridge it can go skunky?
Not
Not necessarily.
No. As long as it's in the fridge, it should be alright. As long as it didn't spend a lot of time outside of a fridge.
I don't think it did. And it is from small town Kalmar, Alberta.
Or where?
Kalmar. I've never even heard of
Kalmar, Alberta.
that. I think it's done by Calgary.
Well, it's got to be Roughneck. You know,
Actually,
the cross team there is the Roughnecks in Calgary.
Yeah,
so.
but that's what I was thinking. But I was also thinking, Calgary's not really known for their oil. They're known for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's true.
We'll
Look it up later.
Yeah, we'll do some research into it.
So, and what you said, looks kind of like oil. Is that what you said? This
Yeah.
looks
My 4-ounce cup that I got
oh,
from
I hate the smell of it.
the Edmonton
I
Beer
absolutely
Festival.
hate the smell of it. And oh my goodness!
That was a horrible pour. But
After it settles, it's
you can.
dark. It's pretty dark.
But I don't understand. I guess there are some dark and spicy.
This is a 5% beer.
And like
Celebrate.
the foam's even brown. Like there's some beers where you get it's dark, but the foam is still pretty light.
Yeah. Well, I already feel like I'm not gonna like this beer, just by the smell of it. I don't like the smell and I don't like the look of it. So, I I guess we'll.
But the sad thing is,
find out.
with me doing this, I have to drink at least the full 4 ounces so I can put the next beer into it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we got those cups in the Edmonton Beer Festival, and I forgot mine, but he took it.
You didn't really forget yours. I just
You never
forgot
told me to
text
bring
you.
it, so yeah. I remembered my handy dandy bottle opener, and that's about it. So, okay, let's give this Roughneck a shot. Cheers. It tastes like metal.
Yep.
No. It just doesn't do me. Like, it's not really good at all.
No. Why did they
Ugh.
make this?
Ugh, well, it's Joer's Ale, I guess. So, you know, when they must have just been like, you know what? We're running out of beer, so let's add some oil to the beer, and that explains everything.
Let's milk the closest oil, Derek, for whatever we can get.
Basically, to double the batch of beer they added oil to it, and so they had just twice as much beer, and it tasted about 20 times worse.
Yeah. I'm gonna go rinse this out because I can't handle it.
So I'm giving this a 1 out of 5.
I'm not. You're lucky. You're giving it 1.
Yeah.
I'm giving it
0. Obviously.
I should have kept the door open.
Yeah. So no, that wasn't a very good beer. We got a couple more for you tonight. We got Golden Pheasant. Oh, and I've heard about this beer, Ryan. This Golden Pheasant. The Golden Pheasant.
Is it good?
I've heard it's okay. I think I've tasted it before. I think it's okay. I don't think it's anything special, but we got the Golden Pheasant for you, and then of course we have another Mexican beer. It's only 3.2%, and it's a Damn Lemon 6.4. So that's one we're gonna try. Maybe we'll save that for technically last. So
and I did do beer review on it already.
oh yes, I'll do a Drummond beer review because he wants me to do it, and I heard it's really bad. So if I thought this was bad, we will see which was worse. But
When do you want to do? Yeah, let's get that awful taste out of our mouth, and try and finish up some of our empty Coronas.
yes,
Or not finish up empty Coronas. Make them empty Coronas.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to finish up empty stuff. But now we move on to the Golden Pheasant, presented to the champion of the rugby league. No, I'm just kidding. But the Golden Pheasant is an original Slovak beer. Oh, I didn't know that. It's 5%, made in the Herbanovo Brewery in Herbanovo, Slovakia.
Oh.
So.
And it's a lager.
Yep, it's a lager, premium Slovak beer. It says. Recommended storage temperature 5 to 20 degrees Celsius. So there you go.
So they don't want it super cold. Like it's just not freezing.
No. So we're going to give this a shot. Of course, it's got a nice...
Ooh, it has a nice...
little wrapping that I'm...
It's got a nice gold wrapping on a nice gold lid.
For a Golden Pheasant. Now, these aren't twist offs, are they? Use handy dandy.
That came off easier than I expected.
Mm-hmm. Now... the initial smell, and I can already smell it, which isn't maybe a good thing. Ooh.
Ooh.
Dude. That's what
Yeah.
think. It smells really weird. Like, it's a strong Heineken smell. Like, stronger than
But
Heineken.
now, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, because it could be skunky.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I kind of thought that's how beer got the term skunky.
Maybe. Well,
Fill me up, coach.
we will try it. This is not fizzing at all either. Oh, there's a little fizz. Okay, so I just did agree with you.
So yeah,
So that's what it looks like, I guess.
that's pretty clear.
It doesn't seem like it's that bad, but I don't know. The taste will be the deciding factor. The smell is really rank, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm drinking out of the bottle. So cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. That aftertaste. For
I was
me.
expecting worse, actually. The smell
Yeah.
was like, ooh, this isn't going to be very good. But you know what? It's not too bad.
And like that's the thing. I think my taste buds are just kind of messed up from going from Corona to shitty beer to this beer that it doesn't really know what to taste.
Yeah, that's the only thing about when you do a lot of beer reviews in one. Like, that's what happened when we were in Edmonton. We did so many beers, and like, I'm spoiling it a bit, but I didn't give a 5 to any of the beers that we had.
Yeah.
And it was probably because I had a lot of 1s or 2s and, beers that actually weren't very good.
Yeah.
But, honestly, this isn't too bad. Like, I don't like the smell at all. Oh, and the burps aren't very nice either, but
Ooh.
it's not an awful beer. Two bottle caps out of 5 for me. The smell really isn't. I wouldn't buy it for that reason.
And to go back on a favorite quote of our series, once you kind of get past that weird flavor, I actually don't mind it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3. Yeah, I can understand you giving it a 3. The smell really turns me off, so I'm hesitant to give it any more than a 2.
So you're not a huge Heineken fan?
I think this smells worse than Heineken. I think that's the only thing. But yeah. I'm not sure. It's an interesting beer. Well, the Golden Pheasant, you pissed a bad beer, I guess, is what you can say.
And when I heard that, I'm like, ooh, it's going to be an elegant beer that almost royalty would drink. But
yeah. Well, I had a suggestion that at some point we got to go to the store Wine and Beyond. They have a wide selection of beer, and I'll tell you what, they have a lot of beer. They have a lot of different types of beer, and I remember I tried one there. I can't remember what it was.
They let you try there?
No, well, they have free samples there too. But I got a beer there, like a single beer, just like you did, and I can't remember what it was, or else I would have wrote it down. But it was interesting. But there's definitely a lot of selection of beer there, so we'll have to do that at some point.
And if I could, and I just thought about it, we should try and get a tour of Ribstone Creek, and then post a video up.
Yeah, I went there.
Because I still haven't been there
last summer or 2 summers ago. Well, it must have been last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went there last summer, and it's an interesting place, and now they got another beer out.
Yeah.
So we have to. Have we done a Ribstone Creek beer review?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
I do believe.
We should. They now have an ale that's that is out. So that will be another beer we have to try.
Yes, we have.
We did the Ribstone Creek, and I really like Ribstone Creek's actually one of my favorite beers now. I think.
It's a good smooth beer.
It is, and the other reason I liked it was my girlfriend liked it. So, and she doesn't like much beer, so
that's good. But now, does Ribstone have 2 beers or 3?
They have 3. They have the original Ribstone Creek lager, and then they have their new ale. Yeah. And they have a dark 7.5. Yeah. And I know if you're a fan of the darker beer, you'll probably like it, but it's probably not going to be for me. So yeah, and probably not for you either. So
probably not.
We'll probably not try that one. We tried to stay away from the darker beers at the festival too. So
and it's not just even though I don't really like the flavor of the dark ones, I just think I don't like how filling they are. Like where you can sit and drink a case of Coronas.
You're right.
Night.
Yeah.
The dark stuff, it just
like these, you can probably drink a case of beer and in a night.
Yeah.
Light beer, I guess, but so. Once you down that, we can get going on our last one, and then I can do the drumming. So this will be an interesting beer. I'm expecting this to taste more like lemonade or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is what it's going to taste like, because it's a premium quality lager beer and Mediterranean lemons. Okay. It's called Damm, D-A-M-M, Lemon 6.4, Cerveza and Limon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but 6 parts Cervena and 4 parts lemon. Okay. It's only a 3.2.
Or actually, in their language, it's 3,2.
3,2, yeah. Everywhere but North America, I think. Or North America, anywhere that speaks English is 3.2.
Yeah.
And everywhere else is 3,2.
Yeah. And
which is why you're taught in school not to put commas to separate the hundreds and the thousands.
really?
That's true. I learned that in grade 7, and I'm a math major, so I remembered it.
That's actually sick.
Mm-hmm. So
You actually learn new things every day.
yeah, you really do. Let's see. Yeah, it says beer with a lemon taste. 60% beer. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's what the Cervena means. So 60% beer, watered barley malt, maize, rice, and hops. And then 40% soft drink with extracts, carbonated water, glucose syrup, citric acid, natural citrus aroma, stabilizers E14 and E445, and antioxidant ascorbic acid.
So you didn't catch it from the front where it says 6?
Yeah, well, I said, 6 part. I didn't understand what Cerveza meant.
Cerveza means that just means beer
Okay.
in Spanish.
Well,
or
see?
Mexican.
I learn new stuff every day, too. Okay.
Well, that's why in the first one, for the longest time, when it was the Estrella, I just put Cerveza.
Oh,
Because I thought
sorry.
that was the name, but apparently that's just
Okay.
beer.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so we're ready to crack this open?
I think so.
Well, I'll use your Great Cup winning one, even though I can't do Rough Riders.
And sadly, there's no Grey Cup winners on the back of yours.
No, they aren't even World Series champions, and they won't be for any time soon, as they lost again tonight after a blown save.
Oh,
6-5 to the Pirates.
I'm not happy about that. No, I was talking to my dad. I was talking to my dad about it. I'm like, oh, it's 5-3 unless something terribly goes wrong. Toronto should have it.
Exactly.
My dad's like, I've seen a game where a team's down 9 runs, 1 out left,
Yeah.
and they come back and blow the game out of proportion and totally win it.
Yeah, it's
Ooh. I should really
Wow.
watch when I do this,
wow.
because I hold this right over my keyboard.
Yeah, the keyboard can't help you.
Or at least get something to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Man, this is one of the best tasting or best smelling beers I've ever had.
This is the best tasting smell I've had all day.
Yeah, exactly. But it is a very good, very fresh, obviously, with the lemon. 4 parts of lemon, I guess, 40% of it's,
50-50.
yeah, basically. So that's why it's only 3.2%.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to taste like lemonade.
Or
lemon juice.
it's going to be
like
either lemonade or just extremely tart lemons.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be something like that. So
But the smell is actually really good.
it does. It really does smell really good. All right. Well, let's cheers to this and we'll see how this one is.
Is there actually beer in this?
Man. That's like lemonade.
I know.
It is exactly like lemonade. Oh, this could be really bad.
But so good at the same time.
It's almost like a lemon flavored one of those twisted teas, like a lemon flavored tea.
Yeah, or like a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, or that too. Actually, I don't think it even had a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That'll happen.
Yep, I guess we have to expand our alcohol review. Maybe to Mike Hard at some point. I really like this though.
Oh, you know how there's like the lemon fun dip?
No, what's the fun dip?
Like fun dip, it's like the Wonka candy where you like the stick, put it in the.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what that
This
is.
is what it tastes like.
Hmm.
Like it tastes like it could come in like a powder form or like those sugar straws.
I could see how you could. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
But you could only handle so many of these.
Oh, for sure. Like I have a very acidic stomach, so I wouldn't be able to handle too many of these. But this is so good. I'm gonna finish this one. This and the Corona I will finish.
And
The
coming
pheasant
from
meat.
Curtis, this doesn't happen often where he actually says he'd finish a beer
Right, finish
after
a beer,
you.
yeah. When it comes to beer, I'm very picky. I find. There's only certain beers that I'll say I really love. Corona is one of them. Budweiser is another one. And I'm going to say this one's probably one I'll love. And it's only 3.2%.
If you ever go to Mexico or wherever this is served,
Yeah. I will...
you'd probably get it.
Yeah, I will probably get this for... You know, it's a beer that you can just have... It's something you can have, but it tastes so good. And at the same time, you don't have to... you don't have to get really, really drunk off of it either.
Yeah.
Only 3.2%.
And that's the thing. On a super hot day, this would be the perfect thirst quencher. Because you get your sugar and your salt.
I remember when I was younger and you know, my dad and I would go to Husky for a drink or for like, not a drink, for like a beverage, for water usually. But then I would always get lemonade because lemonade was so cool. Go to Mexico, I'll get a lemonade, please. Oh, that is really good. I'm giving that a 5.
Yeah, I'll give it 4.5 bottle caps.
Yeah, it's very good. I wish it was a bit more. Well, wish, I guess. But if it was a 4 or a 4.5, it'd be better.
Yeah.
That's the only criticism I can.
Yeah, I guess if you got more of the beer flavor instead of just straight.
Yeah, but maybe that's what the secret was.
Yeah.
Although you could, or I wonder if you could add. I don't know. Anyways.
Do you care about my germs? So we can just put it in here. And
sure. I'll drink out of the can.
Okay. Well, just give me a little nip and then.
Okay. Them. So this one he's done already. It's the Drummond beer, premium lager. It's the exceptional beer, according to the can. According to him, no. So I'll give you more details once I pour him just a little snippet.
Ooh.
There we go.
That's actually a lot lighter than what I expected.
Yeah, so it is 5%. You guys know about this one if you've been watching, but chances are you haven't, so I'll just explain to you a bit more. Go into Red Deer.
Knowing my channel, it'll have 8 views by tomorrow.
In Red Deer, Alberta, it's brewed.
And that's the thing. I thought I was getting
this smell. I don't know. This is probably worse than that.
And that's the thing. I'm like, I think
worse than the Golden
I got
Pheasant.
Drummond, and then I got BC traditional ale or traditional lager.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh sweet, I can get 42 cans of beer for $40. What a great buy.
You got 42 cans of this?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a 15 pack of this and then a 24 pack of something else. Like it was the 24 pack of BC Trad.
Oh, okay.
BC Trad was actually really good. But then once I got this,
not so much.
Yeah, no.
Well, it smells really bad.
So
it's probably worse than the Golden Pheasant.
To cheers you with a decent beer.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And rub it in your face.
Yeah.
I'll have more of my Corona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After you exhale, it's just like, oh. Ugh. It's an awful aftertaste.
I know.
It doesn't go down really smooth either. Like, it's just, overall, just not a good beer. Overall, like, I don't know. At the start, it's not too bad, I guess. But at the very end, you get a bad aftertaste. And then you just smell, your breath just smells like that aftertaste for the entire time.
Exactly. And then especially if you burp, and then it'll come right up your nose again. Hopefully you don't burp with that stuff.
Yeah.
Not good.
No. I don't... What was the one I gave 1? The Roughneck? The Roughneck was worse than this, I think. In my opinion. I don't know. I think the Roughneck...
Oh, I have to think back to the taste that I had. I think it was it's a hard-fought battle for last place. Like, I feel if both brewing companies were like, let's make the shittiest beer possible, it would be...
I feel like...
They'd be tied for first for worst beer.
It's close. It is really close. I think, given tough times, I would be able to drink this if it was the only beer on the planet. Roughneck, I don't think I'd be able to.
And interesting fact on that, which I heard the other day, apparently
Go on.
area or wherever you're watching this, go out and get as much beer and alcohol as possible, because then you can use it and share it with other people, and then that is the end of this part.
End of the beer reviews. So we finished 4 plus I did 1 more. So
To double check,
we
did I
did.
put all 4 on here?
We've done.
Oh,
You've done quite a bit of. We've both done really a lot of beers. And,
yeah. This so far, I've actually had to start a second column on a piece of paper, and I really only started this just over a year ago.
Wow.
And it's actually pretty sweet. Even though some of these ones are fairly typical, or
Yeah. Well, like Corona's a pretty typical beer.
like
I mean, we've had
Canadian
Budweiser
kokanee,
and-
like it's typical. Or
Yeah,
like,
but we've had some different ones, like this Mexican beer 3.2. That one is new. The Roughneck,
Golden
obviously.
Pheasant.
Yeah, the Golden Pheasant. Yeah, like I think we're gonna, if we can get to that Wine and Beyond store, they have a lot of different beer.
yeah,
Next time I'm there, I might just grab like a bunch, like 2 or 3, or like 4 or 5 of them, and
Yeah.
I'll just bring one of them, and we'll do what we've done here, and I'll drink the rest of this lemon one. Well,
and I'll drink the rest of this Gold Pheasant because I actually don't mind it. Even though I can't remember what I rated it. I think 3. Yeah, 3.
yeah, because I gave it a 2, because the smell really turns me off.
Right. Alrighty, so
that's good. So we did some good reviews, and to those of you who missed the beginning, old Corona doesn't taste as good as the new, but it still tastes pretty good.
yeah, like really, really, really surprising that this beer.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to the end of it.
Yeah, hopefully, because there's no sediment or anything.
No, that's true, but typically, once you get to the bottom beers, there's that little bad,
That's true.
It's a good way to explain the little bad at the end of
Exactly.
it.
Like there's always that beer, and like I've always seen it where I've not always, but I've seen people leave like the last inch of beer in
I've
their
seen that
can
too.
because they just don't like it.
So, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
We're gonna do quite a bit. But,
Like, comment, subscribe. Comment any beers you want us to take a look at. We can research them. We can see if we can get it shipped here, as long as it's not too expensive.
oh yeah, we're on a low budget.
Yeah, especially with me going into a school again
Mm-hmm.
and him being a farmer.
Thanks.
Well, it's just
Times are tough for farmers. in
well, especially
Alberta,
right now
I guess.
when we might get snow at the end of
May,
spring.
yeah. Well,
That's life.
yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any any beers we haven't tried yet, definitely give us some suggestions, because we're open for almost anything. We tried one of the weirdest beers ever made, in that pizza beer,
Yeah.
which was
And that hop dog was pretty weird too.
which hot dog.
The hop dog.
Oh, the hop dog. Did I try that one?
Yeah, that was the one where she rinsed out the cup. The only place that rinsed out the cup at the beer fest.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
That was pretty weird.
That one was pretty. Yeah, I didn't like that one either. But yeah, so like we said, like, comment, subscribe. We will have a review of our trip to the Edmonton Beer Festival in a minute.
Yeah.
And if you're following on Twitter, I'm at Curtis_Murray.
And I'm Julio15 Bonjoli. And I hope you guys have a great night. If this is your only video you're ever gonna watch, have a great night, have a great life. But I would recommend you keep watching, and we will cheers out of here.